See, Martin, creepily, you just said orange, and I'm holding an orange iced tea. So I don't know what kind of supernatural psychic powers you possess as to guess which colored drink I will be showing you this time around on Let's Explore Yulia's Fridge. But you were right. Hi, Chad. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Juju. Hi, Martin. Hi, Gord. Hi, Bombi. Hi, John. Hi, Prexis. Hi, Grandma Dude. Hi, Magda. Ukrainian Prime. Hi, Ian. Well, actually, this is Kartveli. So, of course, I was right. Yeah, I don't even know what orange was for, but like, you were right. You were right. So you guys, hi, Joe. Hi, Carolyn. So I'm going to, oh, thank you. That's so cute. I'm going to be sharing, an odd situation that has been happening to me in the past couple of days that I do not know how to react to or how to place. So, everywhere I've gone in the past 3 days, I have had people recognize me and like come up and tell me that they like follow my Instagram or TikTok or something. And I'm like a very awkward person when that happens. Hi, Yana. And I can't particularly say I enjoy this because now I'm like, and this is like so stupid, but now like when people stare at me, I'm like paranoid. I'm like, are you staring at me because you're scared of like coming up and saying hello? Are you staring at me because you hate me? Are you staring at me because I annoy you? Are you staring at me because you've seen me and I annoy you? Are you staring at me because I don't even know. It's a very strange situation, but like it's the ADHD anxiety mind is like, I never thought about this before and I've never had to deal with anything like that before. And so I'm very confused. Hi, Laura. But I was basically standing on like a random street corner the other day with my dog, and a woman came up to me and said that she followed me. I was at the coffee shop the other day, and then I posted a video about it, and a girl commented on it. Hi, Frank, and said that she was standing in line behind me. Then I was at an exhibit, and apparently one of you was there as well. And yesterday on live, I was asked if I liked the exhibit. Also, like, I don't mind, like, if someone sees me in the wild, like, say hello, I don't mind it. I just might be incredibly awkward. I'm like blanking on a couple of other occasions because I genuinely, like, when someone says that, like, oh, hey, I follow your Instagram, I don't know what to do. So my mind goes blank and I go into panic mode. So I think I appear incredibly awkward. So I likely don't even hear the rest of what you're saying because I'm just like, I don't know how to handle this. And so today, actually, it was really, but like today's one was incredibly funny. I was going to a co-working space with Masha from Kyiv Independent. As you might have guessed, Masha is like my best friend in Kyiv at this point. I'm actually so. Oh yeah, I do say thank you. I do. I mean, like I do. I like. I'm nice. Like I'm not like, oh my gosh, like I'm not like trying to run away from people. It's just that like I think that I'm panicking internally so much that I might appear like, I don't know. It might appear very odd. So I'm so sorry. I'm like, actually, like I'm not like trying to get rid of you or anything like that. I just don't know what to do. But so yes, if you see me in the wild and I appear incredibly awkward, that's because I am. But so I went, so Masha is actually like, I've been so happy that Masha exists and we've been getting along so well. And she's been like, honestly, my closest friend here. Masha is actually staying in my apartment on, from Thursday to Sunday, from Thursday night to Sunday. And and I'm going to Lviv for Easter. So Masha is going to be here, and we thought we would film like a fun little vlog skit about like, you know, like kind of switching, not like switching places, but like, I don't know, we figured we would do something that would be like entertaining and show you some Lviv and some Kyiv. So, you know, we will do that. Can we meet her? Yes, I mean, you've met her on some of my TikToks, but yes, I will introduce Masha to you. Masha is awesome. You can see her on Kyiv Independent. She runs their TikTok, and she's really, 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 really sweet. And I actually relate to her a lot because she lived abroad for 8 years, and she came back recently, and the same way sort of as I did, she just kind of came to visit and was like, I want to move back. And so she works for Kyiv Independent, and she wants to tell like, you know, the stories of Ukraine to people, and she's been doing an incredible job for them. She also has her personal TikTok and Instagram, which is Masha Go Round, and she like, while on Kyiv Independent, she posts mostly news on like her personal. She's very good at like filming kind of POVs through like, you know, your sort of like, she's very good at relating Ukrainian emotions towards everything that's happening and like, you know, our day-to-day life and stuff like that. And that's what she's been wanting to do on her own channel, you know, and that's what she's like very good at, to be honest. So yeah. So I was going to a co-working space with Masha so we could both work on the things we need to work on. And I walk into the co-working space. I'm getting donuts, 3 donuts to be precise, 3 vegan donuts. They're not really donuts. They're like pastries. They're just called donuts, and they're really good, and they're not sweet. But anyways, I couldn't pick which one I wanted, so I ordered 3 and a coffee. And there's like a little store, like a little thing with like lots of different like, I don't know, like Ukrainian brands. And I got Cine pet shampoo for 150 hryvnias to try out, which 150 hryvnias is like $5. And it was pet shampoo, like a bougie looking Ukrainian brand pet shampoo. I'm actually going to show it to you because I was like, wow, how can it be so cheap? But like, and it's gentle pet shampoo. I love Ukraine. I love Ukrainian brands. So anyways, I saw this and I was like, you know, I was shopping for like, I was not shopping. I was like looking at things, and I saw this, and I just got it. And so I'm like, and I'm just kind of like waiting for my coffee and the donut, and this guy at that co-working space who works there, and he's like looking at me really funny, you know? And I'm like, why are you looking at me like I'm a specimen in a lab? And he's like, could I have heard you somewhere? And I'm like, yeah, maybe. And he literally turns around, pulls up my Instagram and goes, this is you. And I'm like, thank you. Yes, it is me. Thank you for letting me know. But anyways, it was really funny because he literally showed me my own page and was like, this is you. And I thought it was so funny. That one was like, so that one wasn't awkward for me because I just burst out laughing because I found it so hilarious that someone chose to say, this is you. It was like so funny. So I thought it was very cute and really sweet. Awkward. See, Magda, you think that's awkward. And because I'm so awkward in these types of things that like, for me, this was a perfect dose of awkward to like work with my awkward, and I loved it. Are you going, what? I don't know what you were asking, Informer. But yeah, so it's that. Also, you know how we agreed yesterday that we would do part 2 of the fundraiser today for the cafe. So I want to offer you a bit of a different route. So here is the thing. A girl from the academy across the street that was actually it canceled out your awkwardness. Yes, it actually worked perfectly well with my awkwardness. This was like the perfect dose of awkward for me. But so this definiteness of his approach settled you. For me, I would feel a bit trapped. No, I mean, like, I would be, like the thing is, my immediate thought, because this is kind of my sense of humor, was to say, oh my gosh, no, I hate that girl. But then I figured that might like make things actually awkward. And so I was like, yeah. But so what was I going to say? So yesterday we raised over $200 for the cafe to substitute their door that flew off hinges and their hi Elvin, and their like pastry display. So no window we did beforehand. So actually, I looked up their Monabank jar, and they have raised quite a bit of money. So I think they will have enough for the door. So I'm advising to focus on the pastry display. And I was thinking that it would be a really, really awesome thing to just purchase the display and like bring it to them. I mean, like I will let them know so they don't buy two or something. But I found the display that I thought they used, and it looks like it was around $350 if it's a refrigerated one, which it seemed refrigerated. So I would say that. But so yesterday I kind of felt really bad because a girl from the Academy of the Arts across the street, the academy that actually has been ruined by missile debris, like completely. That part of the building was completely ruined by missile debris. She messaged me and she was like, hi, I'm from the Academy of the Arts that was actually fully destroyed by the debris. And I was wondering if you could help us spread our fundraiser. And the way that she sort of like posed it is, I can only imagine how annoyed the kids from that academy must be over how much attention the coffee shop got and how much like fundraising and how much like help and support and stuff like that the coffee shop got, as opposed to, them, where there were actually casualties and, their art got ruined, all of their art rooms got ruined, all of their supplies got ruined. They don't have classrooms anymore, right, in that particular wing of the school. And they created a fundraiser to help with whatever the kids that got injured might need and to rebuild their academy. I mean, obviously they don't mean like to rebuild the academy as in like the building, right? But for like equipment and stuff like that. And so tomorrow I'm going there with another creator to kind of do a little segment together about what happened there. And one of the students is going to like take us around and sort of like tell us more. And we're going to talk about it. And so I was thinking that maybe instead of raising more money for the coffee shop, we could raise money for them. And when we get there tomorrow, I could surprise them with a donation, because I'm sure that they will, I know they need a lot of equipment that they will need to replace, because it's an art school. And obviously everything that was there got ruined. And people always think that like art supplies are not as expensive as they are, and they're really freaking expensive. And in order for you to get quality art education, like you need quite a bit of things. So, can that new office opened last weekend in Kyiv be able to help? Which office? If that has a music wing, I'm pretty sure Ruslana would donate something or a studio for them. So I don't know if it has a music wing, because it's like genuinely an art school. I'm going to tell you what it's called. Because it was a weird type of an art school, to be honest, not like a weird type of an art school. It's Kyiv State Institute of Decorative Art and Design. So it's mostly like decorative art and design. Like I would assume it's like interior decoration and like a bunch of, so they would be working with a lot of like patterns and fabrics and stuff like that. So it's all stuff that seems inexpensive. Like I would say probably sewing machines are there too, but Yeah. I mean, I just want to help them. You know my approach. I'm just kind of like, oh my God. So there is that. How much is the coffee price at that coffee shop? A coffee at that coffee shop is about 110 hryvnias, which is like a typical price for coffee in Kyiv, like a latte or something like that. I don't know how much an Americano is, probably like 80 hryvnias, which would be like $2.50. But this is like what, $4? I think it's $4 for like a latte. I think, yeah, I would say it's like 120 hryvnias. I can actually check because I did buy a coffee there. You know what? I can tell you more precisely. So 1 second. 80 hryvnias was my latte. So that's 80 hryvnias. So that's $2.50. Yeah. 80 hryvnias was my coffee. Hi. Of damages caused by Russian aggression. Yeah, of course. I mean, like the office. So because it's a state school, it was really good. It was very enjoyable, Chad. I actually could not order a vanilla latte or by any means because, or rather anything vanilla related, because so they had limited supplies because of the destruction situation. And so they were serving mostly just like cold brew, filter coffee, and filter is drip coffee. So drip coffee, cold brew, and I think something else. But for me, basically like they were able to make a latte. So because cold brew and milk is basically an iced latte. So I did get that. So yeah, they just got big money for such things, supposedly. Yeah, but I mean, like, it is going to take a very long time to rebuild the school, because like no matter how much, what a budget they're going to get, like in the meanwhile, all of those students' equipment that they probably got for themselves and their canvases and all of these things, they got ruined. So for instance, like, when you're a painter, right? Like the school doesn't supply you canvases. You have to buy them yourself, and canvases are fucking expensive. So I was just like thinking that maybe, I think if we raised 20,000 hryvnias, which is like $500, that would be a huge difference for them. Like a huge difference. So maybe we can do that over the next couple of days. And in the meanwhile, I will contact the coffee shop and ask them about the display. And I'll order the display. Ouch, sorry. Yeah, art supplies can be expensive. Oh my gosh, art supplies are so expensive. I don't even understand how and why. So do we start now? Yeah, I think like if you would like to donate, I'm obviously going to send them the donations tomorrow to their monobank when I get there. And it'd be very nice if we could I think, surprise them and stuff. So I'm going to be filming a segment there. So obviously you will also see in the segment the donation being made. So I don't think I'm gonna have the ability to do it live like I did with the coffee shop, but it's gonna be in the video because I want to make like a little video about them for YouTube and for TikTok, to sort of show people the consequences and kind of tell their story, because I think that everybody got to hear the story of the coffee shop and nobody really heard the story of the art academy, and the art academy kind of like stayed in the background because of the hype of the coffee shop. So yeah. And I felt really bad when this girl reached out to me yesterday and was like, hey, I'm from the art academy that actually got ruined. And I the actually got ruined part was was very chilling. And also, so Chad had just donated $20 for the students. So we are at $20 for that fundraiser, and we have almost enough for the display. But I'm also sure that if I approach the company and tell them what it's for, they're probably going to give me a discount. So I'm going to deal with both of these things tomorrow, first thing in the morning. Also, speaking of tomorrow, first thing in the morning, my dad's friend is coming in to Kyiv to actually pick up Liv and bring her to Vinnike. You're students? No, I'm not a student. So Liv is gonna live in this like suburb of Lviv, and my dad's friend was like, "Oh, you like if you want, I can pick her up earlier because he's gonna come to Kyiv with his brother tomorrow, and they're just gonna get her and bring her to her family faster, because otherwise I would have to take her on the train on Thursday night, and instead she's going home in a comfortable car with her, to her family. And I'm going to ask the trainer if he thinks it's better that I go and pick her up with them, or it's better that I don't, because I personally really want to say goodbye to her, which I'm going to visit her. Obviously, when I'm in Lviv, I will ask to visit her every time that I'm there. But I don't know if that's going to be more stressful for her. Which family did you choose from the two? So the family kind of chose her. So it was, the couple, the couple, I could not give her to them, because from the moment that I responded to them, she's good on car rides. From the moment that I responded to them, they like did not leave me alone. They were asking me about her like toy preferences, about her, like what she likes, what she eats, what she can't eat. They were just so diligent and stuff like that. And thank you, Samsa. So $22 is what we're at. Thank you. Is the fundraiser in your link tree? My PayPal and my Venmo are in my link tree, and so is my Revolut, and you can choose either of the three, and I will add it to the total for this fundraiser. So, and everything that's donated on this live is going to go towards the Art Academy. And I'm obviously going to to keep tally as it goes on. So they have been like very, very, I could tell that it's not, they don't want a dog, they want her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, there were a lot of, actually quite a few good people that reached out to me that Art Academy, wait, so we're at $122 because, I don't know if, Joseph, thank you so much. I guess Joseph doesn't really, identify anyone. So, so I can just say a person's name. Joseph, so wait, 122, and then also, oh my God, wait. Okay. $172 is what we're at for the Art Academy, which is wild and fantastic. Time to sleep. Good night. Good night, Samsa. So yeah, 172. And wait, there is $5 sent via PayPal. Was it to my Ukrainian one? Yes, Kat. Oh, okay. Yes, Kat, I did. I just saw it. It didn't notify me, but I did just see it. 172, 177 actually. 177 with the with Elvin's donation. So, that is very sweet, and yeah. Oh wait, Ralph. So we just got another donation from Ralph, and that brings us to 227. Oh, also Lori Ann Wallace, welcome to the Spyler. Thank you for subscribing to my live feature. I really do appreciate it. It does help me greatly. So we are at 224.78, which is awesome. So often doggies choose their people. Yeah. Doggies do often choose their people. In this case, the people chose the doggy, and they just so there were a lot of really good people that reached out to me, and they were all fantastic, right? So I can't say anything, not all, the people that I did talk to, that I sort of got to the video chatting part with, they were all amazing. And it was honestly really hard, because there were two people that I was considering for Liv, and the couple won simply because I could tell that they want Liv. They wouldn't stop messaging me, and they were very, they just really, really wanted her. And I could tell that it was, that's kind of why I made that choice, because I could tell that this is sort of like, they're going to love her dearly. And I mean, the girl was going to love her too, but it's just sort of like, I think she wants to rescue a dog, and she liked Liv, and she would have been a great, a great human for her. But at the same time, I don't know. I mean, like, it's just like, it was very difficult. And I know that Liv is going to be in great hands, and she would have been in great hands, both with her and with them. But I had to make a choice, and this is the choice I made. But also, I did send her a contact. I showed you yesterday, but I'll show it to you again. So the shelter where Liv was originally from, they have the shelter where Liv was originally from. They have a girl bulldog. They have a girl bulldog in Lviv that they rescued about a month ago, and she's actually good with other pets. And so she's actually good with other pets. And I figured that I might run it by her and be like, hey, there is this other bulldog that is very good with other animals, and she's in Lviv. Also, thank you, Sadie, for the $18.17, which brings us to $247. Because $244. Sorry, I'm adding the $2 from here. 240 because it's 242.13, but 244 because there is also $2 from YouTube. So I blinked for a second, but thank you, Sadie, for your donation. And so this is the girl bulldog that is in Lviv, and she's going to reach out to them and see if they so you found a dog for runner up to Liv. So it was actually very funny because the shelter owner, I was telling, so they've been having a really hard time finding people for their dogs, and because it's like, it's a sad time. It's like end of winter, beginning of spring. There's lots of shelling. People are exhausted and stuff like that. And so no one has been thank you. No one has been really approaching them to ask about any of the dogs they have in their care. And so she was saying it's really hard to find humans for dogs right now. And so when I was looking for Liv, right, a lot of people reached out. And so she was like, hey, we have this other, and like all of these people were somehow from Lviv, where I'm from. And she's like, I don't know what's going on in Lviv, but she's like, we have a girl bulldog in Lviv. She's like, do you think maybe you can find some of these fantastic people in Lviv for her? And I was like, actually, you know what? I'm going to ask the girl that I didn't end up picking and see if she maybe wants to approach them about this dog. And yeah. And also, Cindy and I made a friend in our building, which is like this bulldog. I have her baby picture, but she's grown up. She is grown up now. She's bigger now, but she is so cute. She kind of like reminds me of Cindy, but she's a very different color, but she has Cindy's demeanor. They're both like very active and jumpy, and she jumps on people the same way Cindy does. And she's just kind of like this ball of joy, and she jumps. Her vertical is like similar to that of Ronaldo, honestly. I was very surprised and very confused. This dog is, her vertical is insane. And so this is her. Her name is Buffy. And this is our new friend. And her humans, I don't know the name of her, oh my gosh, thank you, of her human man, but her human woman is Oksana, and she's very nice, and we got along really well. So we've been talking about dogs all day today, and about vets, and about like different suggestions we can give each other. And she was telling me about how she had like a bunch of problems when they got her and stuff like that. And yeah. And she's such a cute dog. Like, oh my gosh, her and Cindy get along so well. They see each other like every. So we technically met in the bomb shelter, okay? Because we both would go to the bomb shelter, but like the dogs have seen each other, and they like see each other from like from far away, and then they get into this like French bulldog thing, and they start playing, and we kind of like let them play a couple of times, and then I saw her and her boyfriend and the dog outside when I was not with Cindy. And I was like, hi, if you ever need anyone to babysit her, you need like playtime, you need like whatever, I'm in this apartment, like come over. And we exchanged contacts. And then I messaged her today, I think yesterday or today, and we just like kept talking about bulldogs. And she's like really nice, and it was cool. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this conversation. So and that could be the title of your book. Technically, we met in the bomb shelter. How to cover yourself in French bulldog puppies, because every single one you meet is way too cute to pass by. Also, I have a question for you guys, because I've been trying to understand YouTube better, because I know that until like a couple of days ago, I did not know how to properly write like titles, like what keywords to use, like any of these things. Do you like Lviv? Yes, Lviv is where I was born and raised, so I love it. So I was going to say that, I didn't know how to do any of this. And then like I started doing more research, and I saw that in the past couple of lives, it did sort of pay off the way that I started making thumbnails better. And because I used to like just make thumbnails very pretty and designy because I'm a graphic designer. And now I'm like, okay, large text image that relates to text, because it's easy to see from far away. And then I was like researching titles and stuff like that. Basically, for searchability, it's like better to, like look at titles of like the Telegraph and CNN and like whatever on the same topic, and see how they phrase them, and then just like try to phrase them similarly, so it'll appear in the search for that video. Anyways, it's a long, boring story. But in that, I've been discovering a lot of Ukrainian content creators that I know of them, and I know very much of them and about them, and I know they fundraise a lot and they're doing such a good job. But I didn't realize how clickbaity that the titles and their like thumbnails are. And I'm not going to name these creators, but they're like the bigger creators that talk about Ukraine. And I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it, because I don't watch videos of Ukrainian creators about Ukraine for the most part, because I get my news not from anyways, I have various different avenues to get news. And also like, I simply don't have time. I honestly watch Rick on YouTube. That's the extent. And I do that because like, it's nice to communicate with Rick, and you guys are an amazing community. But, and Rick doesn't do clickbait. But like, Jesus Christ, are these videos also equally as like clickbaity and like as wild as their titles are? Because the titles I've seen today are genuinely, I'm like, what are you even on about? And like, I'm happy that this exists, because I'm sure that this is part of the strategy to like get more people to watch you, so you can raise more donations. And like, listen, I have zero questions for any of these people, because I know that they have been donating trucks to the front line. They have been like, they have been doing a fantastic job for Ukraine. So I'm not trying to like discredit them by any means. Like, they're great. I have no like problem with them, but I'm just wondering, like, what kind of information do they provide you under a video of like, under a video with like insane clickbait? There's like SBU's secret plan, or like the US wants to destroy Russia from within, or like I don't know, secret maps uncovered of like Ukraine's counteroffensive. And it's just like, first of all, you can't say, even if this was just clickbait to the maximum, this is just not real. But even if this was real, you can't like tell people secret SBU or Ukraine or whatever plans on the internet, because it's just not like, you shouldn't be doing that. But like, also, why are these titles? Do people click on that? Is that really what people react to? Are these like actual people that click on that? Or is it just like, trolls on the internet that see these titles and like come in? Because I was like confused, because these are some of the largest creators about Ukraine. And I'm just like, wait, so this is what people want to hear? People want to hear secret plans of SBU to destroy Russia from within. Like, I don't get it. It's like so obviously clickbait. Is that just how YouTube works? Because like, for instance, I don't know, like when I do important videos on TikTok, I've kind of figured out a way to get them more exposure, right? Because like I know how to write the caption and match it to the hashtags and to like other things, sort of to guarantee that it's going to, not guarantee, but like to have a better like chance of it ending up on people's like FYP, right? Because I think that this information, and like oh my gosh, I pay like, I think I spend more time sort of trying to like write captions and figure out how to like get that video out there than anything really. Because especially if it's something like important. And I fucked up with the Azov video the other day. It got 2,000 views and no one saw it. And it was so important because it's about POWs and how they haven't been returned in like 8 months. But I don't understand, because isn't that sending like a horrible message out there? Because people sort of like, a lot of people just read the headline, and the headline is like, the US wants to destroy Russia from within, secret warpath maps leaked by SBU. Like, that is the type of shit that I then have to fight trolls about. And I'm like, I'm so conflicted, because on the other hand, people who do this, they like really help Ukraine with donations, and obviously they have like big, like they have large audiences and like big donations, and they do a lot of really good stuff. So I can't really criticize it. But at the same time, it's like, it is filling the info space with like very questionable things. So yeah, so I'm just like, okay, well, all right. I'm not going to be doing that. I never in my life, if this is what it takes for more people to see your information, I don't think I will ever have more people see my information, because I just can't justify writing a headline that says secret leakage of the US or destroy Russia from within. Which is actually kind of funny, because my title is What We Can Do to Destroy Russia. But I meant like, I hope you get what I mean. Anyways, kind of shot myself in the foot with that one, didn't I? We got another donation, which brings us to, one sec. Another one too. So there was, so we are at $266. Yulia hiding a secret she doesn't want you to know. You mean we're not destroying Russia tonight? Oh, I mean, we never know until it happens, right? There have been a lot of ships meeting their promotions to submarines lately, which we will be talking about. But you guys, I don't know if you have realized this, but I have realized this today, and then found a fantastic don't touche, you guys. My favorite hour of the night. Trolls have showed up on YouTube. Olivier, so he also used like a Russian letter in between his the letters that comprise his Western name. So that is how smart. But this man says, don't touche Russia. Don't touche Russia. I'm going to let you figure out what's wrong with that sentence, Olivier, or Oleg, whatever the fuck your actual name is. I'm going to let you figure that one out, but also like, I'm sure that it's the same troll as it was yesterday, because every single time this person tries to use like a big word, like coup d'etat. Yesterday, yesterday, this person spelled coup d'etat as coup d'etat. Oh, maybe he meant tete-a-tete. And he just like combined the two. Maybe it was like a word nouveau that I just didn't understand with my simple little mind. Anyways, now it's don't touche Russia, and the day before that it was something else. Anyways, I keep telling this man that he needs to learn how to spell, because it's kind of weird to keep using French words that he misspells. And I was so excited for him yesterday. He kept going and like he didn't misspell anything. And I was like, wow, you are doing so well. I'm so proud of you. And then he came at me with coup d'etat. Coup d'etat. A tete is not a French word. Yeah, of course it's not, but tete-a-tete, you know, like a tete-a-tete. That's from French, right? I'm sure it's pronounced a different way in French, and nice to hear. Hi, Nastya. And also, so good to see you. Martin, you haven't met Nastya, but you are French Canadian as well, aren't you? Well, Nastya is Ukrainian, but she grew up in the French Canada. The French Canada. And Nastya, on YouTube, there is another person from French Canada. So yeah, you can go shit on my French pronunciation together if you would like to. But Nastya is one of the mods, and she's awesome. She's a mod. She's a friend. She's fantastic, and she is from Quebec. Well, she's from Ukraine, but she's from Quebec. When we talk immigration and all that, she grew up there. So yes, I hope that she comes over to YouTube, and you guys can find a mutual. You can find a mutual. There we have it. Nastya says, I will go find my people on YouTube. See? And she wasn't going to do that until I said, maybe you can find a mutual way to shit on me. John just ended his show, so here we are. Hi, Brian. Good to see you. Well, I don't know if you are... I'm going to take that opportunity and say that the Art Academy that has been ruined, the one in front of the coffee shop that had missile debris fall on it, we are fundraising. So tomorrow I'm going to the Art Academy to meet with the students, because their entire building was ruined, along with all of their equipment and canvases and art supplies and everything. And it's going to take a very long time to rebuild that. So they have a Monobank jar where they are fundraising for their, for the academy. And what I wanted to do, because I was focusing on fundraising for the restoration of the coffee shop, but then this girl who's a student there messaged me yesterday, and she was like, hi, so I'm from the academy that was actually ruined by missile debris. And she's like, would you mind helping us fundraise and stuff like that? And I felt so bad, because the actually really hit hard, because I realized how the media really glossed over the fact that it was an entire building of the art school ruined because of the coffee shop and the bravery of the barista and everything. And I was like, wow, it must be so painful to be from the Art Academy and have kids that friends that were injured, and your entire building ruined, and no one really talk about it. So tomorrow I'm meeting the students from that Art Academy with a friend of mine that I'm actually going to introduce you to. He's a brilliant creator. He travels around Ukraine, and he shows you different places at war, basically, and how they're coping and stuff like that. And he's great. He's American. He's been living in Ukraine for the past 8 years. And so I'm actually meeting him offline for the first time tomorrow, and we're going to go film a segment about the academy. And I wanted to surprise them with a donation. So far we have raised $266 for them, and I think maybe we could raise $500, or honestly, even if we raise more, that's even better. But I think $500 is an attainable goal. So if you would like to donate, you can use my PayPal or Venmo. It's in the link in bio in my TikTok. And Yeah, I will be announcing every donation as per usual. We took a little bit. Did this just happen or from earlier during the invasion? No, it's the airstrike from yesterday. The airstrike that happened yesterday. That's the one. And everyone, the news were filmed with the news were filled with the coffee shop and the bravery of the barista. I'm sure you've seen it everywhere. That barista in a blue hoodie, and I went there and we helped them. Basically, you guys donated for a new window for them because their window was completely blown out and shattered. And they've gotten so much love and so much support from the community. But no one really is talking about the Art Academy, whose entire building was like gonzo. And I mean, I saw it because it was right across the street. I actually have videos of it. It was awful. And so, one sec. Sorry, I'm like talking to my dad on the phone while I'm filming this. But so this is the Art Academy. See that, like, that is a whole freaking, yeah, that's a whole building of an art school. Just not there anymore, or a whole wing of an art school. So, yeah. That's what it was. Oh, yay. Oh, thank you, Jetta. So there is another, so we are at 276 for the Art Academy. Sinona. Cindy is being so fussy. Oh my God. Also, Nastya went to YouTube and truly did find her people. And there are so many people. Hi, Yulia. What YouTube channel do you do narrations for again? I think you mentioned you did narrations or reporting. I voice over U24 videos, so United 24 Media. I also used to work with Svidomie. There's quite a few things that I do, but I think you mean United 24 Media. So that's but it's mostly their shorts. It's their shorts on Instagram and TikTok, and I think they do have shorts on YouTube as well. Yulia, we're not shitting on you though, don't worry. Oh, but that's not fun. I was hoping you guys would be shitting on me. Okay, well, it's been a while, and also Grumpy, could I or Nastya or anyone who's a mod on YouTube, could you please write out I'm gonna start the news, but could you guys please write out my PayPal and Venmo, and to help the Art Academy hit by a missile, and I will put it over here so you guys can see it, and everyone who comes in can see it and see what we're fundraising for today, because I feel like I then get people annoyed and confused by repeating it every single time new people come in. So maybe that will be more productive, so to speak. Sorry, I'm out time for my live. Aw, I'm Grumpy. You're leaving us? How dare you? See Grumpy over here? He's famous now. He has his music lives every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as far as I know, right? Tuesday. Monday, no. Do you have them every day, Grumpy? I thought it was like not every day. Anyways, Grumpy has lives and he plays really good music. And now that he's famous and he has that, he just dips out. You're the one who keeps going live later. I know, Grumpy. I'm so happy that you're doing music lives, and I'm so happy that people like them. And I think you have a fantastic taste in music. I'm just like, I'm just being a pain in the ass. Oh my gosh, Sinon, what is in your ear? Also, Sin, can you stop scratching yourself? Hi, Cindy. Hey, come here. Cindy, are you having spring allergies? Cindy, come here. You're definitely having spring allergies because you're you've been itching and scratching and all that. Oh, thank you. It's not easy being in war. Yeah, it definitely isn't. I mean, it's just like you get used to everything, but at the same time, it's just really sad because like so many horrendous things happen every day. Hi, bud. How you do? Sorry, let me just pet Cindy for a second because she's being, she's being needy, understandably. It might be the new shampoo. I haven't used the shampoo yet. I got it today. We haven't used it yet. Hi, Queen City. Oh my God, look at her. Okay, she's not itchy anymore. Now she's just being, now she's just being spoiled. Look at her. Do you have Papa John's in Ukraine? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. What is going on here? Look at her. What is going on? This dog. Oh my God. Hi, bud. This is a complete and absolute Cloud9 looks like. Yeah, in Europe you don't need a Papa John's. Yeah, we have like a very different. There is another troll, Johnny Yuma. Why do you have power? I heard everybody's thrown into dark. Did you really hear that? Did you really hear that? Did you? Where would you have heard that? Foreign Minister Kuleba engaged. Also, that's such a philosophical question. I heard everybody was thrown into the dark. I think it's a very loaded question. John says, "Oh my God, there is a Papa John's in Kyiv." I stand corrected. There is a Papa John's in Kyiv. Because you were so Armin's quote of the day is up. Because you were speaking about languages, I had to share this quotation. I speak Spanish to God, Italian to women, French to men, and German to my horse. Holy Roman Emperor Charles V. The fourth. No, I think that's the fifth. Yeah, that's 5. Sorry, Charles V. What? I thought Domino's only. No, apparently Papa John's as well. There is a Domino's in Kyiv? Geez, why? Yes, there are quite a few KFCs in Kyiv. I know that one. Okay, Foreign Minister Kuleba engaged in a telephone conversation with EU High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, Borrell. Following the Russian missile attack on Kyiv and other Ukrainian cities. During the call, Minister Kuleba briefed the EU's top diplomat on the strikes by Russian ballistic missiles on Ukrainian cities, expressed gratitude for the expressed concerns and support, and underscored the critical need for additional air defense equipment. Furthermore, Minister Kuleba discussed with Borrell potential avenues through which the EU could assist Ukraine in obtaining more Patriot and other air defense systems expeditiously. But I got tired of the US and moved out 15 years ago. See, I'm very curious because normally when someone comes in and says things like you got thrown into the dark, I heard there is no power all over Ukraine or something like that, it's usually like a prying question where someone is trying to set it up for propaganda, okay? Hello, for propaganda, okay? And I am confused because it's been very much all over the media that it's Kharkiv that has no power because Dnipro HPP has been targeted by Russia. And it makes sense because Dnipro HPP supplies Kharkiv. Ukraine is a huge country, and Kyiv has its own power supplies. And thankfully, right now, we have not been affected by the power outages. Lviv had some power outages that were not connected to Dnipro HPP, but were connected to what happened to my camera? What the heck? Okay, odd. Weird. Stream went dark. Yeah. Odd. Wait a sec. I'm so confused. No, I think my camera probably I think my camera probably overheated, which is weird. No, I didn't kick a wire. I think my camera overheated. That happened before. India reduced because they cannot process or threatened by the US. India, oh yeah, on TikTok you see me just fine. It was YouTube. India actually backed out of the deals because of the tightening of sanctions, and they don't want to be part of that by any means. The head of the security service of Ukraine, Maluk, foresees new special operations that will inflict even greater damage on Russia. We love that. Blurry now. Well, so it's not blurry. It's just that I'm on my laptop camera, and it's obviously, it's not great. Let the Russians anticipate the next blow. We never duplicate our tactics, and if they adjust their defenses against our naval drones, we're already ahead. Patience, and they will witness everything, stated the head of the SBU. Maluk also disclosed that with the aid of sea drones, Sea Baby and Mamai, they have successfully targeted 11 ships of the Russian Federation and lifted the blockade of the Black Sea. So I don't know if you realize this, you guys, but the last aid package that was approved by the US was 460 days ago. That is over a year. That is over a year without US aid being approved or pledged for Ukraine. It is a really, really terrifying thing to acknowledge, because the more we don't have aid from the US, the more the possibility is that Russia will make advances, that Russia will keep striking more, and that more Ukrainian infrastructure is going to be ruined. And some of these things, while you think, oh, if Russia just takes a village or two or something, it's fixable, Ukraine can then retake it when it gets more aid. But that is so many lives lost. And that's not just territory, it's so much resource, human resource, and people that didn't have to die for these things, And it just, like, realizing today that it's been over a year, actually like a year and a half, is horrifying. Horrifying. One more Republican retires in the House. Oh, are you really Ukrainian? No, I'm Somalian. Isn't that obvious? I'm Somalian. Yeah, isn't it obvious? Why would I fucking lie about being Ukrainian? Sorry. Are you also a US citizen, by the way? No, I'm not a citizen. She's clearly Mexican. I'm German. Ich bin Deutsch. You sound American. And now I sound Russian. And now I sound British. In what? Ta-da-da-dan-da-dan. Okay, nicht kann Deutsch is not a thing. It's ich spreche kein Deutsch. You're welcome, troll. You can now pass for a German person better. But anyways, yes, I am Ukrainian. See, I can sound American. А зараз я можу звучати так, як я з України, тому що я народилася і виросла в Україні. Я не розумію, чому настільки важко догнати своїм маленьким російсько-трольським мозком, що людина може знати багато різних мов. Is that better? Is that better? I can also like sound like I'm from Cali, like I know people from California like really don't like to use the word Cali, but like I personally don't see the problem with it, honestly. Тяжка ти людина, ну, яка є, така є. Anyways, яку вродили, така і є. Що я можу сказати? I always say that. Like, wait, are there any Ukrainians here? Because anytime my parents criticize me for anything or they're like mad at me for anything, which is usually honestly not justified, my parents are just like very helicoptery. But I literally, anytime that they say something about like me doing something wrong or like whatever, I literally always respond with "Що породили, то й маєте," which literally means you got what you birthed. So like this is my response to literally everything. My mom will be like, "Why are you so like stubborn or something?" And I'll be like, "Well, you got what you birthed, didn't you?" So it's just kind of like, this is not my problem, not my fault. Clearly you raised me. It was your teachings. What does vatnik mean? Vatnik is like someone who has basically like cotton for a brain, so and believes all the propaganda. So like Russian people are vatniks, or like the people that just spit out complete propaganda are vatniks. З якого міста ви з України? З Львова. Чи то не є зрозуміло? But yeah, you could probably do a Brooklyn accent. No, I don't like coffee. I really don't like coffee. I like coffee though. Tucky is a botnik. Well, Tucky is not stupid. He doesn't spit out propaganda because he actually believes in it, right? He spits out propaganda because it pays his bills. Sinon, that is like, there is a time and a place for that, and that is like not something to be doing publicly, okay? Brace yourself. Can you do a country accent? Oh, Bob, hi, and thank you for the corgi. In Australia, I think those are boggings. Yeah, no, I can't do a I can't do. We need to work in your southern redneck accent. Okay, my southern, I am I actually don't like, I'm terrible at, no, I mean I can do a really bad one. Like a really, like I see a really bad one. Like a terrible one. I mean, like, I don't, Yulia, no, please, no. I'm not gonna do that. Does gopnik mean something, or is that a name for these guys? A hopnik is a chav. Like, hopnik is a chav, and it's just like, I actually don't know where the word came from, but like, hopnik is literally a chav. I don't know what like, hey, cat or someone Ukrainian, could you please tell me why hopniks are called hopniks? Like, I bless your heart. Yeah. Bless your heart, sweetheart. Bless your heart, sweetheart. Yeah, I can do a good one. Thanks, Brax. But like, what did the word hopnik come from? Like, because it's sort of like, it has to be coming from a word, right? I think it's an insult. No, it's not. I mean, like, yeah, if you call someone a hopnik, like, who isn't, it's insulting, but like, it's not meant to be an insult. Oh.
have no freaking idea, but I'll Google it. From hope stop. I mean, like, okay, but also what does hope then mean? You know, hope is just kind of like it's a shorter version of hopnik, right? So it's kind of like I'll use it. I'm Acadian and we have Boudreaux's here. Okay. I think this is some inland Australian things or some local Australian things that I have no idea about. Hood guys. No, yeah, of course, like hood. Yes, yes, I know what a hopnik is, right? But like, what does the word hopnik mean? Like, why are they called hopnik or like hope? Like, where did that come from? Right? Like, as in, like, what word does that come from? A hope, like quick and unexpected appearance. Yeah, but that's Ukrainian, and I'm pretty sure that hopniks came from like the word came from Russia. Can you do each of the 5 boroughs? No. Yeah, no. I know it was for Magda. I'm just like, I was trying to figure out what you guys were talking about, and then I was like, wow, I'm in way over my head. I'm way over my head. My limited Australian knowledge is not doing me justice on this one. I don't think Tucker is brainwashed. I honestly like. I don't think he can't believe what he's saying. He's also been to Russia, so it's like I think he's smarter than that. So botnik is a different thing than hopnik. Botnik and I mean, like, I'm actually curious now, so I'm digging into it. At one point, some of us were talking about rednecks like, oh, I see. Tucker is a grifter. That's it. Yes, I agree with that. The only accent I can do that sounds good is Irish. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. Sorry. So you sound like you're from the South, just constipated. Okay. That was a reaction to my son, to me saying I speak. Hi, my southern is really bad. Are you okay? Yes, I am. Hi, Christina. Also, you guys, I just realized it's 2:16 a.m. and we barely did any news today. But would you be okay with me? Because I have to wake up early tomorrow to basically to go pick up Liv and send her to Lviv, and I then also need to go to the academy to film about the academy. And what are we at for the academy fundraiser? We are at $264.06. $266 with the $2 from YouTube. Hi, Bubba. Hi, buddy. Should we aim for $500? Yes, Liv did. Should we aim for $500 and then we can do a huge dent. Oh. Cindy looks like she wants to get some cuddles. Cindy looks so pissed and so sad, which is like she's no reason to be pissed or sad, but you know. Get your sleep. Aw. Cindy's tired. Cindy's always tired. Cindy does not want to get out of bed for air raids, and it's like a problem. But go for 500. Okay. She wants the tooth foam. No, she doesn't. She hates the tooth foam. She looks adorable in Discord. Oh, I'll go check it out. Cindy and Grumpy are twins. Yes. All right, guys. If you don't mind, we're gonna try and go to bed. I'm gonna take a melatonin, which like my dreams have been freaking crazy with melatonin. Also, I don't think the mic is working because it's plugged into the camera. But should we? But I'm going. I'm going to say that I would like to try and get to 500 because 500 is a huge dent for the Academy, which everything is a huge dent. But I hope maybe we can get to 500 tomorrow. And in the meanwhile, I will research the displays and message the owners of the coffee shop so we can order that tomorrow on live. Good night. Hopefully no sirens. I hope so too. Sorry. I'm losing my mind. Okay. Good night. Good night, you guys. See you tomorrow. Maybe they can do some art to auction off too. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I'll ask. Unless it got ruined. Alrighty. Oh, also nice to your profile picture on YouTube is so pretty. So pretty. I just noticed. Good night, guys. See you tomorrow. Oh, Sinon. Okay. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.